do a live interview. Give it up one time for Quinn Sullivan.
How's it going, Anthony?
Pretty good, Quinn. Pretty good. Thanks for being with us here today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So, for folks that aren't already acquainted with you, can you just tell us a little bit about how you got started, how you got to know Buddy?
Well, I met Buddy in a little theater in my hometown, New Bedford, Massachusetts, and it was just, I had no idea I was going to get to play with him or anything, or even get to say hi to him, but my dad, knew the owner at the theater to get us backstage to meet him, so it was really, really cool, and I got to go backstage, and I remember having like a suit and tie or whatever, just all formal. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get to meet Buddy and whatever.
And how old were you at this time?
I was 7.
Okay.
7. Almost. Yeah, it was April 2007, and so I got to go backstage, and he was just such a great, gracious guy, and just really welcoming, and I got to shake his hand, whatever. And I had my guitar with me, not this one, but a little Squire Fender Strat, just for him to sign it. So, I asked him, oh, can you sign this, whatever, so he did it. And then he asked me, he was like, can you play a few licks? And I just kind of did it, whatever.
What did you play?
I kind of just went, I just kind of did one of those, and and then he was like, you be ready when I call you. So I'm like, what? And then, so that was it, and ever since that night, he's brought me across the world, and it's just been such a unique thing. I mean, I had no idea I was gonna be with him for this long, and he's just been there for me ever since. So it's been great.
Well, that's great, man.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Now, you've also recently then started doing a lot of your own solo work here. You've recorded a new album that's been out for a little while.
Yeah.
And, tell us a little bit about that. What was
Cool.
that process like for you?
That was awesome. Actually, meeting Buddy, also, I got to meet my producer now and Buddy's producer, Tom Hambridge, which has done my last 2 records. He's a brilliant producer and brilliant songwriter. And when we did the last one, Getting There, which just came out, my new album, Getting There. We did that one in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Switchyard. It's called Switchyard Studio, and it was such a cool experience because I got to record. It was the second time I was in Nashville because the first one was Cyclone, but the second one, I think it was a big step up because I thought the songs were a little bit better and stuff like that. So it was a really cool experience to be in Nashville again and recording and stuff. Yeah.
Is that some of the album? Is that stuff that you've written? Is that stuff you've collaborated on? How does that work?
Yeah. Well, Tom wrote most of the stuff, but I co-wrote 3 of the songs. So I'm getting a lot more into the songwriting thing for sure. And hopefully the next one that comes out, I'll have more of an input with the songwriting and stuff. But it's a lot of the music, right? Like sending him. Mm-hmm. Like iPhone recordings, whatever, just jamming on stuff.
So you start with the music part of it first, and you say this is something that I'm kind of feeling.
Yeah, it's
and
more
then you
of
want to try and figure out how to shape it into a song.
Absolutely, it's kind of like an idea that I have in my head or a melody, whatever, and then I send it off to him, and he creates a song out of it. So it's pretty cool.
Well, why don't you play us a little bit of one of those tunes that you collaborated on?
Sure. Yeah. Just get a pick. Play the whole thing, or just like?
No, just give us a little taste.
All right.
That way they got to buy the record.
Yeah. This one's actually the single that just came out. This one's called "She Gets Me." I go running in the rain. I may even go insane. She don't ask me to explain. Oh, she gets me, yeah. She gets me and I get her, and we've got so much to share. From now on until forever, she knows I'll be there. Oh, she gets me, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You know, I feel like I have to ask now, is there a specific she
No.
that this is referring to? You know,
That's something Tom just sent to me one day. We were in the studio, and he just, try this one. It was one of those things. So it wasn't anything specific.
Just wondering here.
Oh yeah. That's cool. That's cool. No, a lot of people do ask me that. Is that about a girl, whatever? And I'm just like, nah.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. I guess, so what do you feel like has changed for you as you kind of start moving out on your own and doing more of your own thing and, pursuing your own ends?
I mean, a lot of stuff has changed. I mean, obviously, you get older and stuff. I'm obviously a lot more, I think, mature than I was when I was obviously like 9 or 10. So now it's
Yeah, sure.
now that I'm 14, it's stuff changes, whatever. So yeah, but everything's moving really good, I think.
Do you find it challenging balancing sort of normal life kind of things and this whole touring all over the place?
Yeah, well, not so much, because my school luckily is really, really cool with me doing this. We worked it out actually before school started because we knew there was going to be some dates actually in November. We just got back because, this past November I did like a 2-week run with Buddy in the California area, West Coast. So that was kind of a little bit challenging to balance that, but luckily I have really good teachers this year that are really supportive and helping me out. So it's been cool so far.
Do you have a favorite class?
My favorite class?
Yeah, what do you like?
I love, actually, my favorite class right now is history.
Oh, yeah?
Really good history teacher, really good class, everything's...
What history are you studying? There's a lot of it out there.
U.S. History 1.
U.S. History 1,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Go with the basics. That's cool, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on. So, obviously you started this very young, and you continue to play and just kind of, you're working a lot of different elements. Do you find time to practice? Is there stuff that you're actively seeking out where you're like, I want to learn how to play, these I mean, I've seen you do, these are the Buddy licks, these are the Clapton licks, you know.
I think it's all about listening, I try to listen to as much music and as different kind of music as possible, and I try to stay up to all the updated music now, nowadays. But yeah, I just always listening, always have my headphones on listening, so that's really how I do it. It's not so much going, I gotta learn that song, gotta play it. It's more of a listening thing, and then I go, all right, let me try it out on the guitar. So that's really how it works for me.
Can you play for us? What's one of the first things you picked up, that struck your fancy and you started playing guitar?
Well, I was, and I still am a huge Beatles fan. So.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So some of the first stuff, I think the first song that I really got serious with and started to learn was Blackbird by the Beatles. So. Thank you. Yeah, I remember. I remember learning that. I was like 5 years old, and I'm like, my guitar teacher. It was when I first started taking lessons, and I was like, all right, so I want to learn Blackbird. And he's like, what? So you taught me it, and then I think I came back like a week later, and I had a little bit, and we kept working on it, and I got it. So really
right
cool.
On, man.
Thank you.
So, having started with a lot of different kinds of music and listening to a lot of different things now, you're sort of famous under the blues idiom. Is that something that you were particularly drawn to? You're like, I want to be into blues, or was it more that you found yourself drawn to certain artists that are blues artists?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it has to do with, obviously, of course, meeting Buddy and stuff. But I think just all that music is just great. I mean, I'm really a diverse person when it comes to music. I mean, I love pop, rock, of course, blues and stuff. So it's not really the music. That music obviously has got me here, doing this stuff. But I mean, it's great to incorporate that with a whole bunch of other stuff, So it's like blues based, but you can add a whole bunch of other stuff to it. That's what I like about what I do. Is you can do whatever you want, really, because it's like you can just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can you play us a little bit more than something that you think that maybe kind of has a blues base to it, but is it gets a little exploratory for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Any requests? Black napkins. Frank Zappa, all right. Thank you. That's a great song. I love that song. Love that song.
Right on, man. So do you have, what's next for you? Like, do you have some big upcoming stuff this year? What's going to be happening?
Well, I mean, I just did Ellen, so that was really cool.
Right. Yeah, tell us about that.
Ellen show, this past week. Yeah, it was such a great, because I was on when I was 6. That was like my first big TV thing. That was so cool just to be back on her show, and she was just so cool. It was amazing, yeah. I was shocked that I got to go back, so it was like such a cool opportunity to be able to go back on her show. And she was so nice to me. I got another guitar, which was really cool. Because I got a 335 the first time I was on, and now getting another Strat. Excuse me, it was like a 60th anniversary. It hasn't even come out yet, so it was.
Oh wow!
It was extraordinary to get that, and it was so honored, But yeah, that was great experience to be on our show again. It was really cool, and hopefully I'll gain some more fans from that. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, actually, while we're on that subject, where can people find out more about you if they want to be looking for it?
Now the internet's so easy now. Well, you can go to my website, QuinnSullivanMusic.com, and Facebook. I have a Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all that stuff, YouTube channel, all that stuff.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards, yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Sure, yeah.
But seriously, what else? We're just in January. You've already been on Ellen. You're playing here with Buddy Guy. Like, what are you doing the rest of the year?
Well, dates are getting booked right now. I mean, I think really excited about this summer. I'm going to Europe. Because 2 years ago, I did Montreux Jazz Festival with Buddy. He brought me on that. That was one of the things that, when I said across the world, that was one of the things that he did, and that was so cool. You know, getting to play, you know, it was Van Morrison. It was a weird, kind of a weird lineup. It was Van Morrison, and then I played, and then Buddy, and then he brought me out. So. Okay. And this year we're doing it again, along with a date in Paris and a date in Vienna. So I'm really, really excited about going to Europe this summer, this July, I think. I'm not sure about the dates yet, but in July we're going to Paris, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just last night, actually, you were on this stage jamming with Buddy and Eric Gale and Robert Randolph.
Yeah,
right?
that was
all at the same time.
That was such a surprise, and just to be able to be up on stage with those guys, I was so honored to do that. And they're such nice guys too. You know, I remember doing the Hendrix tribute the first time I did the Hendrix tribute with Buddy. I saw Eric Gales and Robert Randolph too. That's when I first met them. Was on the Hendrix tribute, and I got to play with them numerous times. But it was just great to be up on stage with them again. It was great to see him again.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So as you kind of go forward, you've got a lot of things that you've already accomplished. Do you have any apprehension about, you know, what kind of projects you're going to pursue in the future, or sort of like where do you go from here kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you want to accomplish in the career. You know, I think being so young, I have a lot of time, I think, to do it, which is pretty cool. Because, you know, some people that try to do this, I think they do it they kind of do it late, so they don't have enough time to get going. But I'm lucky enough that I've started early, so I think I can do it full time, you know, when I'm older. But yeah, definitely just to really keep doing it. You know, just keep doing it. That's what Buddy always says. You know, whether you're playing for 2 people or you're playing for 10,000 people, you just keep going at it and you just keep doing it. And if you get, you know, bad comments, you know, whatever, bad reports, when people say something bad, you just take the good with the bad. So just keep doing it.
Right on, man.
Thank you.
Well, I was wondering then if you could, you know, close us out by playing a little bit more of something off of your record.
Sure. I'll do the title track, Getting There.
Okay. Now, and if people want to buy this, they can do that on iTunes?
Yeah, go to iTunes. They're in local record stores and that type of stuff. So, iTunes, Amazon, and yeah.
Do you have any with you tonight?
Yeah, we're actually, yeah. Yeah, if you guys are coming to see me tonight, of
For
course.
those of us who are actually here in the building.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. After my set tonight, I'll be signing over by the merchandise. So, yeah, come by and say hi. Very cool to meet you. Yeah.
Cool. And also, I want to mention that we are also going to be live streaming your show tonight.
Awesome.
And so people will be watching from around the world. And if you guys here want to go back later and check it out, it will still be on the internet, and so you can go back home and revisit what is sure to be quite an evening.
Cool.
All right. All right. So thanks. One more time when you.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's called Getting There. I've been out to Boston and Portland, Maine, Hobart, Indiana, in the driving rain. Lord, I ain't been everywhere, but I'm getting there. I've been out to Red Rocks in Colorado, spin my nights up in sweet home Chicago. Lord, I ain't been everywhere, but I'm getting there. I played the Capitol in Washington, D.C., from the East Coast to the West Coast, and all points in between. Lord, I ain't been everywhere, Lord knows I'm getting there. I've been out to Winnie, West Virginia, down to Austin, Texas too. The people are legends, sure do love the blues. Lord, I ain't been everywhere, but I'm getting there. Lord, I ain't been everywhere, Lord knows I'm getting there.
Quinn Sullivan, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you so
Quinn.
much for having me.
All right. You know you're going to see him some more tonight.
Thank you.